Anna Knuttson. Address? I looked down at my feet. I wore my rubber boots, no socks. There hadn't been time to search for a pair. Constable Lee leaned toward me. Her shoulders were rounded. She did not have good posture. When we answered your call tonight, Felix, it did appear as if you were both living there. Oh, how I longed for my mom. She would have a plausible-sounding explanation, but I'm not like her. I'm not a natural-born stretcher of the truth. So I continued to stare at the floor. Constable Lee started typing, even though I hadn't said a word. "Felix," she said gently, "you can talk to me." "I'm hungry." "Of course. I should have asked." She pushed herself up from her desk and hitched her pants up around her belly. "We're talking vending machine snacks. Hope that's okay. Any allergies, any preferences?" "No allergies, no preferences, although I'm partial to anything cheese-flavored." Constable Lee walked across the big room. I glanced around. A couple of cops were at their desks. One was reading Popular Mechanics and another was dozing. I swiveled Constable Lee's computer screen toward me. It was an official-looking report. Name, Felix Frederick Knuttson. Age, 12. Parent/guardian, Astrid Anna Knuttson. Address, NFA. I'm pretty good at figuring out acronyms, and this one, given the context, came to me almost right away. No fixed address. I felt a ripple of dread. Astrid had warned me over and over, no one can find out where we live. Until tonight, I'd broken the rule only once. Our cover was blown. I tried to tell myself it wasn't my fault. I'd had no choice. I had to call the cops. If I hadn't, who knows what would have happened? Still, the bad guys got away. And who was at the police station? The innocent victims. Us. 2 bags of cheesies landed on the desk in front of me, along with a can of Coke. "Aren't we a nosy Parker?" Constable Lee said as she swiveled the computer screen back. "No one can agree on the origin of that expression," I said. "Some people think it came from an archbishop in the 1500s named Parker who asked too many questions. Other people think that's hooey, since the phrase didn't appear till the end of the 19th century. I knew I was rambling, but I couldn't help it. You are a font of knowledge. My mom says I store facts like a squirrel stores nuts." Constable Lee tore open a bag of chips and popped one into her mouth. "Now, you have to believe me when I say I'm here to help." I wanted to believe her, but I kept thinking of my mom who snorted like a pig whenever a police car drove past, who liked to say, "Never trust the man." "Which man?" I'd ask when I was younger. "The man. It's an expression. It means any man or woman who's in a position of authority." So all I said to Constable Lee was, "Thanks. But we don't need any help." "Really?" "Really. We'll be moving very soon." "Yeah? Where?" "I don't know yet, but I'm coming into some money. The only question is how much." "An inheritance?" "No." "Selling some valuables?" "No." "Robbing a bank?" "Very funny. No." "So where's this money coming from?" "A game show." "Well, now I'm intrigued. Tell me more." "About the show?" Constable Lee put her feet up on her desk. "About everything." I studied her face. My POO told me she was a decent person. Maybe if she knew the truth, she would see that we'd done nothing wrong. So I poured a bunch of cheesies down my throat. Then I told Constable Lee the whole truth and nothing but. A brief history of homes. We haven't always lived in a van. That only started 4 months ago. BV, before van, we lived in a 400-square-foot basement. Before that, we lived in a 600-square-foot apartment. Before that, we actually owned an 800-square-foot condo. And before any of that, we lived with Mormor. Mormor's house. Mormor means mother's mother in Swedish. She was my grandma. Astrid and I lived